cruise through the first 5 innings against the Yankees and finished off just a run over 5 2/3, getting the win. Bounces one left side. Raleigh's headed home. Barger's throw is there. The tag from Kirk, and he's out. Addison Barger throws home, and they cut down Cal Raleigh. Baseball, which showed every bit of that in the division series. And on the first pitch, George Springer lights the fire. New series, same story for this Blue Jays offense. One pitch in, it's 1-0.
Yeah, that jacket, if it gets a lot of use, it's going to travel. And it's going to travel beyond this series. This one's a little bit of a shock to your system when you're a starting pitcher.
With some help from his defense, turns it up with a fastball to the knees.
That's where he's going to get the called strikeouts, because the ball's down and you train yourself to think, all right, make him get it up. Well, that ball carries because it's a fastball, and he might think, okay, split down, that's a ball, and that's where the Mariners are going to be caught tonight.
He's got it. With some help from Ryan Addison, giving him the call on the outside corner. Cal Raleigh on 2-2, chases a splitter for strike 3. 2 of the first 3 got hits against Gausman, but he's sat down 8 in a row. There we go. Couldn't lay off. Strike 3. Gausman's 2-2. Splitter drops off the table for strike 3.
Masterpiece. Fastball's in, and then splitter. Change of speeds after fastball in, locking them up twice. The change of speed just is too much for hitters to cover both.
High drive right field. Cal Raleigh has connected and tied the game in the 6th. It's the big dumper when the Mariners need him most. 62nd of the season, and game 1 of the championship series is tied up.
And his swing is so grooved on pitches in the zone. This is not the worst pitch in the world, at least seeing it live, but man, he is locked in. One bad pitch, and the game is tied.
Go ahead, run at second, 2 gone in the 6th. Polanco rips one to left field, base hit. Rodriguez heads home, and the Mariners have taken the lead. Jorge Polanco, as he did on Friday night, gives Seattle the lead. 2-1 here in game 1. Spires 0-1. Santander to left field. On comes Arozarena to pick it off. Well, it may not be playoff Randy at the plate yet, but making an impact with a glove right here to finish off a 1-2-3 7th inning. Bouncing back, Gabe Spire. In a 1-run game, Polanco chops it right side and through, and Jorge Polanco has delivered again. 3-1 Seattle, and Polanco has driven in the last 2.
Infield in, and the first baseman holding the bag. It more than likely was going to be a hit either way.
The 0-2 from Munoz. Popped up. The Seattle Mariners retired 23 of the last 24, and in 100 pitches, shut down the Blue Jays in game 1. 3-1 Seattle in their first championship series game in 24 years. Pitching the story. But he singled and walked twice yesterday. Here's his 1-2. Rodriguez hooks one in the air down the line. If it's fair, it's got a chance, and it's gone. Julio Rodriguez with a 3-run shot in the first inning. Totally different story for Trey Savage. In his second postseason start, he gets punched right away. Line drive right center, 3-2 as the Blue Jays have bounced right back. Kirk drives in Lucas. Toronto's already got more runs in game 2 than they had in 9 innings in game 1. Ball and a strike. Lucas muscles one up the middle, and they've tied it. Springer goes first to third. Lucas knocks in another. Off of the deck and tied up at 3. And Nathan Lucas just keeps on giving them big hits. 6 runs batted in this postseason for Lucas. On a line to center field, Varsho back at first, comes on, dives, and makes the catch. Oh man, he saved himself after going the wrong direction with the first step. And the Gold Glove center fielder keeps this a 3-3 game. Shot to right center field, Varsho on the run. He's at the track, he's at the wall. It's gone! It's Polanco again! Jorge Polanco is owning October for the Mariners. He's given them a 6-3 lead.
When we see this replay, you're going to see one of the prettiest swings to the ball, short and in the zone.
Flips it into left center field. It's down for a base hit to score Rivas. Crawford does what the situation calls for. Puts it in play with 2 strikes and brings him in. Fly to deep right field. Back goes Lucas at the wall. Goodbye! 3rd home run of the game for the Mariners, blasting their way through game 2. They lead it 9-3. It's the 3rd hit of the game for Josh Naylor, who has shown all the things that he brings. The bat to ball, the stolen base, and now the power. In a stadium where he went deep when he was a high schooler. Grounded to third, Suarez has it to second, 1 to first, 2 to Seattle, 2-0. Who would have thought the Mariners would come in here? You'd figure running out of steam with not much in the tank. They had plenty and have firm control of this championship series. Rodriguez drills a ball to left center field, headed back there. Goodbye! And it's Rodriguez starting the Mariners once again with another first-inning home run. Is up. Here's a high fly ball off of the bat of Jimenez that's carrying well. Robles turns and watches it fly. It's the 9-hitter, Andres Jimenez, of all people, giving Toronto the swing that it desperately needed. It's tied at 2.
What moment turns it momentum? And you could look to this homer where you don't see many out of.
Varsho cranks a high line drive to right field. Robles watches it hit off the wall. 2 runs will score. Varsho with a double. The Blue Jays offense has come to life. A 5-run 3rd. Strikes out Arozarena on 3 pitches. That is 4 Ks in a row and 5 out of the last 6 hitters. First pitch swinging. This ball's hit in the air to deep center field, and George Springer gets it over the wall for a home run. His extra base impact continues. 3rd home run of the postseason for Springer. Bieber to Canzone. Bieber wins the battle with a disappearing changeup. Vlad Jr. sends a high drive to deep center field. Rodriguez to the wall. It's gone. First pitch of the 5th. Vlad Jr. launches a solo shot. Single, double, homer. Vlad Jr.'s back. And it is 7-2 Toronto. Matt pokes from the right field. That's a base hit. Santander's waved home. Robles throws for the plate. It's cut off. Throw to 3rd. He's out, but the run had scored. 2 on Cal Raleigh. Got him with a high fastball. And a roar from Shane Bieber, who has transformed from his first game to this one. Kirk sends a fly ball the other way. Robles retreating to the track, to the wall. It's another home run. Opposite field blast for Alejandro Kirk, and a dozen for the Jays on their 4th bomb of the night. What a roller coaster of ups and downs for this Jays offense. They've got the Jays with 10% chance to have a 5th home run tonight, tie a postseason team record. Oh, baby!
There's
100% chance. Google nailed it.
Did they?
Barger goes deep. His first home run of the postseason. The first 2 games, but it all gets turned upside down. The Blue Jays punch right back and take game 3 convincingly.
Impressive, especially after the start. Down 2-0 quick in a crowd that's going crazy. Impressive team battle back by the Toronto Blue Jays.
Luis Castillo will take it for the Mariners tomorrow. Can always come to the park. He flips one to short, and a pluck from Crawford.
Leap it up in the air. Crawford with the catch right behind the second. Holy smokes, what a catch by JP. High in the air, brings it down.
Here's a high fly ball, deep center field. Varsho to the track, Varsho to the wall. It's gone! Josh Naylor goes deep, and the Mariners are on the board first.
Well, left it up, and it was a question of whether or not this man was going to rob it. And just outside the glove.
Nobody out. The 8th pitch. A high line drive to right field. Canzone's going back. It's gone again. It's Jimenez out of the 9th spot, sparking the Jays for the 2nd night in a row. Lightning strikes twice. A jolt from an unlikely source. Here comes the 1-2. Raleigh tries to lay off, but he went around strike 3. There's up. Yanked to left field. That's headed for the corner. Extra bases for George Springer. Kiner for left is in to score, and it's 4-1 Jays.
Make it look simple.
Get him on, get him over, get him in. Again, it's the bottom of the order that sets things up. 1-2 to Rodriguez. Breaking ball and a beauty. That looks like the old Scherzer. Spinning that curveball in there to strike out Rodriguez.
And that would have been the only concern I had for a guy who hadn't pitched in over a month. And he's gotten better as the game's gone on, separating his velocity with a change of speed, whether it's the changeup or this breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on a curve. Pitch was in the dirt. Kirk applies the tag, and it's 2 strikeouts for Scherzer in a scoreless bottom of the 4th.
Scherzer in a stare down right here with John Schneider as he comes out with a Rosarena coming up. Scherzer 1 out away from qualifying for his first win in the postseason in 6 years. And he sends him back to the dugout.
Scherzer kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Kirk. Rosarena not running. Kirk keeping an eye on him, and the out signal made by Alfonso Marquez as Rosarena gives himself up. 5 innings of 1-run ball. Vintage Max Scherzer in Seattle sends us to the 6th inning.
Schneider rolling with him into the 6th. And he strikes out Rodriguez on another breaking pitch. 2 gone. Punches a base hit the other way. Polanco heads for the plate. Barger's got a cannon. His throw goes to third in time, but the run scores.
Wow, you cannot get thrown out at third there.
Guerrero drives the ball the other way. Canzone's going back. He's at the wall. It's gone! Vlad Jr. strikes again with his 5th home run of the postseason. Toronto takes the run right back. That's what he does when he's at his best. Hits it hard the other way. Rivas in the air to right field. Barger on the run, makes a diving catch. And Addison Barger having the time of his life out there roaming right field. He's got an outfield assist. He's got a diving play. The guy that grew up dreaming of being the next Ichiro. Up the middle he goes. He's knocked in another. Schraw retreated. Now he's going to head for the plate. Here comes the throw from Rodriguez. It's not in time. 2-run single for Andres Jimenez, and he's knocked in 4 of Toronto's 8.
These last 2 games have been a clinic. How to hit with runners on.
Here it comes. That is strike 3. And this best of 7 has become a best of 3. The road team reigning supreme. The Blue Jays winning games 3 and 4 in Seattle after dropping the 2 in Toronto.
Played well in the first game.
A fastball is elevated and cut on and missed. Here's 2-2. Sticks with it. Popped up. Suarez down the line. Rosarena comes on, and Suarez catches it twice. Little double catch there for the 2nd out of the 1st inning.
He had to cover a lot of ground.
The 1-2 to Kirk. Got him to chase a sweeper. That thing moved a mile. And Bryce Miller has put up a 0 in the 1st inning. Clement swats it up the middle, but Rivas is there. Leo Rivas.
Great play.
Swing and a miss. He got him with a splitter. Ball baby. Had the one to crush. And did. Eugenio Suarez makes it 1-0 Seattle. Gausman put it on a tee. Suarez did not miss. 51st of the year.
And that is a pitch selection they're going to want back, because he threw this right down the middle. But he had been missing a lot of pitches with some pop-ups and swing and miss. And he threw a fastball for the first time since we've been watching Gausman middle for Seattle.
Sanchez down swinging. Got him with a splitter.
Great pitch on the inside part of the plate that looks better than it is. And I mean, that is a obvious, huge out.
Swinging, it's rattled foul on top of the plate. It's a fair ball, a step and a throw over to first base, and they got it. Wow! What on earth? How on earth did that happen? Cal Raleigh fielded, he stepped on home, and he threw to first base, and they got the double play.
He launches a fly ball to left center field. It's carrying well. Rodriguez watches it hit off the wall and watches the scoreboard change to 1-1. 3 batters after Bryce Miller leaves the game. George Springer doubles home the tying run against Matt Brash. Swatted to right center field, base hit for Clement. Kirk, the slowest runner in the big leagues, Toronto's taken the lead. Here's a high fly ball, deep left field. Did he get enough? He did! Big dumper! Biggest swing! Game 5 tied! He dumps 64 over the left field wall and ties game 5. Another 2-2. It's another fastball. It's driven the other way. It's got a chance. It's a grand slam. Seattle is shaking. Up the middle. Crawford. So close they can taste it. The Mariners take a Game 5 thriller. The one win from the World Series. Eugenio Suarez came into this game 6 for his last 50. Connects on a solo home run in the second inning, and the biggest of his 52 home runs this year, a grand slam to win the game in the 8th.
For a starting pitcher in a postseason game, yet he seems to have the makeup to be someone who won't be faced by what is a monumental moment.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. On a slider, Savage gets Raleigh. 2 outs in the top of the 1st.
So far, so good. 4 up, 4 down.
Yeah, well, they're going to have their hands full with tonight. If they keep getting to 2 strikes with this guy's wipeout secondary stuff.
Home with another 1-2 and a swing and a miss. And he's got 4 strikeouts or 3 strikeouts over the first 5 hitters.
It's not going to be a fastball.
Pulled, strike 3. 94 at the knees. Savage.
2 on Barger. Goes up to get it, bangs a base hit to right. Blue Jays on the board first. It's a second inning burst, and it's 1-0 Toronto as Barger drives in Varsho. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Puts this one in play. Suarez has no play, and it's 2-0. Jays doing what the Jays do. Infield hit, Kiner Falefa. Bases loaded in a 2-0 game. See what he goes with first pitch. It is grounded to first. Vlad will go to second for 1. To a covering Savage 2. A 3-6-1 twin killing. And the 22-year-old gets Cal Raleigh on 1 pitch to get out of this inning unscathed. Runner at third, 2 out. Lifts one in the air, right center field. It is gone. Base is empty, 2 outs. 3 pitches later, 2 runs are in.
You literally could draw a line down the middle of the plate and put a coffee can in the center of it, and that's where most of those pitches that catch that part of the plate are not being missed by the Toronto Blue Jays.
1 out in a second straight inning.
To second on a short hop. 4-6-3. Double play again. There it was. He pulled it to the right side. And for the second consecutive inning, the Mariners come away empty-handed.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. 6 Ks for Trey Savage.
1 on, 1 out, the pitch.
On the ground is short. Jimenez to a knee. Throws to second one. IKF to first. Double play. 3 innings in a row.
Here's 1-1 to Guerrero. Is whacked to left field. Forget about it. Gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s 6th home run of the postseason makes it 5-0 Toronto. And it's the Blue Jays offense coming to life again. 2 home runs in this game and 5 runs through 5 innings.
And Josh Naylor in this 8th. Swing and a miss. Hoffman strikes out Raleigh, who goes to 0 for 4. He elevated at 95.
Pitch to Polanco.
He got him. 1 around on a pitch in the dirt. He punched his ticket on a splitter. 2 down in the top of the 8th inning. Jeff Hoffman.
1 gone in the 9th. Suarez walking an RBI single. Pop up, buckle up for Game 7 tomorrow night. All the twists and the turns of this series, the highs and the lows, the nitpicking has led to a Game 7 to decide an American League champion.
17 innings tomorrow.
Let's go.
That's all Seattle knows how to play in chaos games.
That's true. They've certainly been here before, winning Game 5 a little more than a week ago against Tarek Skubal and the Detroit Tigers in 15.
You might give up a run or two, but it's not the end of the world.
Ground ball right side past Guerrero. Here comes Rodriguez. Barger has a cannon, but the throw is late, and Seattle is on the board in the first inning of Game 7. He's not going. Here's a bouncing ball left side. Cut off by Clement. The third baseman hits the runner. They get the out at second, but they won't get a double play. Wow.
Well, they teach you to make the guy get down. You throw right at him. And he turned his back and actually kind of jumped. So
the entire umpiring crew getting together here. They are going to say that he did go out of his way, and it's an interference on Naylor. So a double play finishes off the inning. Varsho climbing in. Varsho grounds one through into center field. Springer chugs for the plate and ties the game. Both teams with a first inning run. Varsho knocks in Springer. For the bottom 5 in Toronto's order in the wins in this series, hitting .383.
One out. He got him. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a breaking ball down and in. Shane Bieber with a huge punch out, 2 down, and the corners can back up.
Yeah, and you're not out of the weeds yet. You still have to make good pitches to Victor Robles.
And it's chopped back to the hill. Backhanded by Bieber. Time to go to first, and he delivers over there.
As the franchise star. And now a 2-2 pitch. And a high drive to left center field. Lucas on the run. That ball's gone. Julio Rodriguez, in the biggest game of his life, is delivering. Doubles and scores in the first. Homers in the third. And it's 2-1 Seattle.
there is the hanger, and he didn't miss it.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. A Rosarena chases in the dirt, and that'll do it for the top of the third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good slider down and away, got a chase from Suarez. Pitch to Leo Rivas. He got him right back to the off speed, had him out in front on a slider.
Garland fires. Cal hits a high fly ball, deep right field. It is gone. Raleigh joins Rodriguez, delivering in Game 7. The two biggest stars for the Mariners showing up when it matters most. Woos 1-1. Bouncing ball to short, could be 2. Crawford running throw, double play. There it was, and they'll face Guerrero to begin the 6th. Seattle 3, Toronto 1. Counting outs, 12 of them from the World Series. The 1-0 pitch. High fly ball, left field. A Rosarena watches it go. George Springer has his Jose Bautista moment. This one deeper into the playoffs. This one could send him to the World Series.
It's not the World Series, but if Joe Carter had that jacket, he'd be wearing that jacket. Now that jacket has had the biggest moment of the year to this point on Springer.
Rivas starting the 9th. And he's down on strikes. Hoffman flames a fastball by him, 1 away in the 9th. 2-2 pitch. 2 gone in the 9th. And the Toronto Blue Jays, the payoff. He struck him out,